Libra, your hard efforts are finally going to bring in that one thing you've been working toward, that one goal. If you've been focused in a direction of prosperity, moving into a different life path, into a different change, a different dynamic in your life, it is definitely getting ready to pay off. Now, we're looking at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Libra. And do not be fooled, Libra. There is something going to happen that's going to make you feel like all of your efforts were not worth it. But it is going to be worth it. Now, let's keep looking at you because I feel that you guys have been working really, really hard, diligently. That could be in career, that could be on a relationship, on your own self relationship, but it is definitely has an effect as you go forward. Feeling very, very tired, okay? Like I'm ready to give up. And that's what they're saying. Do not give up. You stay the course is your words. Stay the course. And you're going to see threes all over the place. You're also going to see crows. Look up the meaning of crows around you and see if that's something that you were dealing with or you're getting ready to as you go forward. If you've been seeing the crows, keep an eye out. It's actually not a negative with the crows. It's actually going to be very, very positive, and you're going to understand what that means as soon as you see them. Now, this is you being very focused on whatever it is, and you are definitely getting this beautiful, abundant reward. Now, for some of you, it could have a lot to do with your family life, okay? Getting rid of family situations, actually even seeing the truth about a family dynamic that didn't work out, where you or they may have actually pulled away from the relationship. Because as we go through our ascension, we must seclude so that we can separate everything. We can see the truth of what's going on. We live in a world where people can manipulate other people. They do it in their comments on all of these different videos and social media platforms, where it can distort the perspective of one person, where they tend to go in that direction even if it's not meant for them. But the hard work you've been doing on you of getting back into alignment, and I say back because Libra is all about balance. So you may have felt yourself out of balance with a family, friend member, co-workers, people in your local community, but it was really about you. That's what I'm being told. This is coming to a place of feeling, I surrender. Okay, I'm just going to give it up to the divine, and whatever comes through, I know it's meant for me. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing going on. But when it comes to your career, we're going to look at career and projects. Project is for those of you who do not work, retired, stay-at-home parents. Your foundation, they're saying that there's well, you definitely got the conflict there. You got the Five of Swords, and that's what I was hearing. There's this sense of conflict. And again, I do feel a lot of you, it has to do with family. We'll look at family in just a minute, then we'll tap into romance, and I'll give you the guided message at the end of the reading. You have the Nine of Cups, and this is feeling joyous and harmonious, but I feel it's after a long challenging period of time where you're coming out of it, or you're expanding after you already came out of it. You may have already come out of it a year or two ago. What I am seeing is if you're starting a new project and you felt defeated, do not worry. Stay the course, because that Nine of Cups is actually going to be a blessing coming into you. You know, if you've been dealing with a situation, if you're working and you've been dealing with an environment that has a lot of the Five of Swords energy, a lot of conflict, arguing, battling, mental games, really low vibration things, you're saying, I am so done with this and walking into a new direction. It's like challenging just to get up and go to work. Whatever it has to do with the career, on any level, you're tired of what you've been going through. And those of you who are doing good, you're tired of what you're doing. You're moving into a different you're transitioning into something else. So if you were a tarot reader, you may now be expanding it. You may become a minister by the time all is said and done. But it's moving into a completely different direction. Now, I do feel for some of you, you have been challenged because of that imbalance. They're saying you were out of balance. And it's easy to get caught up in the mayhem if you are not balanced and centered. You can scroll through social media all you want, but if you have conflict going on, that's where you may find yourself drawn into one particular segment, watching it over and over. And then others can just scroll right by. No, don't want to listen to that. And then you hit the areas that you want to hit. I hope that made sense. Let me know if that made sense to you. You have the Seven of Swords when it comes to your project. Some of you have been really dealing with a situation, and we do have the World card, dealing with a situation that has been extremely challenging. And what I mean, I'm seeing somebody opening up a website. Now, I am looking at career projects. Okay, so this may be something, a humanitarian project or a career. So it's like opening up a website and having it break down, or there's one link not working, then you got to hire somebody and they don't know what they're doing and they charge you all this money, and because you use their time you have to pay them even though they didn't accomplish whatever it was. It's like this feeling of injustice when it comes to opening this creative endeavor. And what I see coming in, your guides, your guardians are saying, okay, so they're going to tell you in the very final message of how to do this, but pay attention intuitively, because you're highly intuitive. Listen to your higher self, listen to your guardians and your angels. Now, if you did not know, I call in Archangel Michael, and today we have Archangel Gabriel, and we have my guide Ali is with us as well. There's this project that has to do with, it looks like a golfing center. It's actually a building that I'm seeing. It's like a golfing center, entertainment center, a plaza for families to gather, kind of like an indoor kind of project. And it looks like a big empty warehouse. So if you've been thinking of doing that, you may have had challenges, but over the next 2 to 3 weeks, it's going to start feeling a little bit smoother once Mercury goes direct. Now, this is meant for you to apply at the time that you read this or hear this video. However, it can go into the next few months is what they're telling me. Because I see some of you, it'll be around the time of your birthday that it really blossoms and takes off running, and it's going to be very rewarding for you. That reward for some of you also may be coming from something coming back around to you when it comes to investments, when it comes to investing your money, loaning money, getting money back from somebody. I feel there's a completion in it. So if you were trying to get a gain in finances, that is getting ready to happen. And that is for a very small group of you. Pay very close attention and let us know if that's you. But there is a completion energy around Libra that is going to really change your whole perspective. And once you get it, you're just gonna you're gonna go forward. It's like that truth. And we're gonna take a look at family right now, because some of you, this has to do with your family, the inner conflict, the struggling, the deceit. All right, dealing with people in any area of life that really held you back, that is all changing. Okay, and you could be doing well, but that doesn't mean that's not what you dealt with. Remember, Mercury's in retrograde, and the beautiful super blue moon in Aquarius is a big one. This is a huge one. It won't happen again for, I think it's 2036 is when it's coming back, is what I read. I'm not hearing that from the guides. But the point is this is that moment for you to really take advantage of that energy, and it's going to last all the way through the end of August. Why am I being told to tell you that? Well, the full moon takes effect on August 19th, you can feel the effects of a full moon a couple days before, a couple days after, but the lingering effects continue. It's not like we have a full moon and all that's done. You can only clear and cleanse out your emotions and your mind only during those few days of the month. That's not true. It's like it continues as we approach the new moon, then it changes into something different for many of us. When it comes to family, you've got the Nine of Swords. That's what I mean. Your family may have caused a lot of problems in your life that took you into a path of feeling like I can't handle this anymore, and you left. Good for you, because that's what brought you back to being in balance, Libra, and that's really good. It helped you stay focused. You were dealing with somebody in your family that I feel, you have the family card, you also have the Six of Wands. So I feel whoever you were dealing with in your family had a lot of offers. Let's do this, let's do that. Maybe even investment opportunities. Let's buy a house together. Let's invest together. Energy, finances, all your resources. Let's combine our resources. But yet there's this feeling of uneasiness around this person where you felt it because you're so highly in tuned. You can tell when somebody is legitimate and you can tell when they're not legitimate. You know the fakes from the real ones. But the problem is when you're dealing with an unhealthy individual or a group of people like that, because I am seeing families, so I feel it was a whole family group that may have been showing you or telling you, leading you into a direction that wasn't meant for you. But what it did is it may have prevented you from going back in balance. That's what I just heard. So I hear it over here and I see the visions over here. They talk to me and they just drop it in. When I look up here, it hasn't even been created. Past, present, future. A little tongue-tied there because I feel the energy around Libra is very hyper, almost very, very fast energy. But that's getting ready to change because you're going to start slowing down if you haven't already. And if you are slow, it's going to start rising up. By the end, 3rd and 4th week of August, you're going to start feeling more like you're going in the flow of the direction you want to go, especially when it comes to family. Now, I do feel that some of you were just so stressed out. You just needed to separate and start your own venture, start your own business, go into a new career path, move into a new location, just doing something different to escape whatever you were dealing with. However, if it has been 3 to 4 years, you're probably feeling that tugging to reconnect with them. Now, this isn't a bad reconnection, and you do have the Six of Wands, which is about victory when it comes to completing this cycle within the family. You have the Ten of Cups on the board twice, and you have nines on here 3 times. That's a lot, and that is coming to an end of whatever you were dealing with. The challenges and struggles are going to be eliminated, and for those people, remember, this is the time of judgment and karma. Right? That's what we're experiencing right now. Mercury's coming back in. Some of these people that hurt you are going to be flipped upside down asking for your help. And you have to use discernment if you want to help them. Now, I do feel there'll be a reconciling with a certain specific group of you, very small group of you. And this reconciling is because you actually know you're meant to be together throughout the rest of this lifetime. Like, you know your soulmates. Soulmates are family, friends. They can be romantic, but they don't have to be. It can be co-workers, somebody you meet on the street where you just instantly bond and you feel a spiritual connection, unexplainable connection to this individual. So I do feel that there is a reconnection. And remember, through this situation right now, the truth is going to be everywhere. Karma, anybody who did you wrong, karma is coming in if it didn't already hit that individual. And if you did anything wrong, that's coming back to you. So let's take a look at your love life real quick, and then I will give you the final guided message from Archangel Michael. So you guys, this is just a really big time right now where we're seeing some amazing things happen. Some of it's very scary and some of it's very exciting. And you can go from one extreme to the other. But remember, Libra, your job in this life as a Libra is to walk in the center, not be an enabler and say, oh, yeah, and agree with people so you keep the peace and not create arguments. Again, you have to be at a place of peace and calm. When it comes to your love life, you've got the Tower card here. You may have been dealing with somebody, this Nine of Cups, who had a drinking problem. This very well could be a family member that impacted your relationship, whether it's a direct relation from you and your partner or ex-partner. I really believe that whoever this person was, they really created this storm for you before the Tower hit. Now, this may have happened a while ago, but for a lot of you, I'm seeing it happen over the last year. It looks like it happened over the last year where you saw the Tower hitting in your own life, and it just really is exhausting. And you may have even been self-indulging to make yourself kind of go numb. But when it comes to your relationship, it's going to go 50-50. I don't see every single person getting together, and I don't see everybody having this windfall of separation or final endings. But there is definitely going to be a turbulent shakeup around the belief system of who you're involved with, or even some of you, your ex, if you are still in communication with them. I don't feel really in this situation that there is the Mercury retrograde effect going on in this particular scenario. But there may be for some of you where they come back and they want something from you, or they're going to come in and they're going to be very apologetic. It's somebody who is very, very bratty. You've got the Nine of Cups twice here, so I definitely feel they like to enjoy the high life. They like to really party. You have 2 Four of Cups and 2 Nine of Cups, so has a lot to do with emotions. You really love this person, but yet I don't feel that a lot of you are really compatible, whoever this individual was. Now, it could very well be, it can be any zodiac sign. When it comes to those of you who are single, wondering, am I going to be with somebody? Is it my time? Let's take a look at you, because you hold a lot of significance in a relationship, meaning I'm seeing somebody really wants to be with you, but there's a distance between the two of you. You definitely have the Page of Swords. This is information coming in about, this is communication coming in from this people, which also would be represented by the threes. We have the card of Justice. Again, you're getting a lot of repeated cards, which doesn't shock me because Libra is both sides of the scale. So it makes sense that you have a lot of duplicate cards at this time, because this is a very powerful point in the ascension journey in your life as a human being and as a spiritual individual as well. There's a sense of justice. So if you were dealing with somebody who indulged a little bit, a lot too much in enjoying the good things in life and spending all the money and not being with you, kind of like that playboy, playgirl kind of energy, the player energy is what it feels like, where they just created so much turbulence. This is your justice. You're getting ready to meet somebody. It may very well be a Gemini, a fellow Libra, or an Aquarian. One thing's for sure about this person, they're excellent at communicating, even though they do it in a kind of a funnish way. They communicate a little bit childish, but not in a bad way. There is nothing negative about this individual. I just see them being the right person at the right moment. Now, am I seeing it? They're showing me, for some of you, has to do, it's a lake. It looks like a lake and maybe a swamp area. So this could be like, if you're in the United States, maybe in Arkansas, or even Mississippi, but it's like a lake, but there's like a swamp area nearby. And I do see alligators, so that could be Florida. You tell me, is that in your local area? If you've been wanting to meet somebody, your karmic rewards are on the way. All right, you're going to meet somebody that was meant for you because you created that beautiful open togetherness, right? The light and the dark inside of you, so that you get the right person this time. For some of you, I do feel there is some legal information coming in around you. You may meet them in a center that is like they're an attorney, they work in a law firm, they may be a legal assistant or something like that, a junior attorney or a judge even, but they definitely, there is a power, a sense of lawfulness around them. So let me pull this last message and then I will give you Archangel Michael's message. You have a gift for working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. Now, you probably already know that, Libra, and of course kids love you because everybody loves Libras. Now, that doesn't mean that you're, the number one on the list, but it means that you have this beautiful, light-hearted, almost childlike energy that I'm talking about, and you're going to meet somebody who matches your energy. You may meet them in a daycare facility in an area surrounded by children. Let's call in Archangel Michael. Okay. Libras, we have been with you, following you, because you asked us to, and yet sometimes you forgot we were standing next to you. We want you to be very careful about the steps that you take, as if it was big rocks in a riverbed flowing with water. Because if it's too slippery and your foot falls off, you will fall down. But if you manage to balance yourself, as Libras know how to do, you're going to be able to get from one rock to another to another. Call on us. Call on myself to help protect you so you don't fall. And if you do, I will help pick you up. Call upon my team to clear your energy. Use sage to clear your home. Cleanse out all of the past. Look at everything that you no longer need and release it, because you don't want to put a backpack on across this stream that's overweighted. It will knock you down. We are here for you. We will guide you. We will teach you. We will show you. Thank you. So really what that means, Libra, is letting go of all the old stuff. It doesn't mean that you're going to be walking across a river stream, although you could be, but it's talking about the depth of what that visual effect could actually be for you. Have a wonderful day. Much love.